Charles Dickens, the beloved author of A Christmas Carol, Great Expectations, and Oliver Twist, is often remembered as a champion of the poor and downtrodden, a social critic who brought to life the struggles of Victorian England. However, behind the curtain of literary greatness lies a personal life marked by turmoil and scandal. One of the most controversial aspects of Dickens' life was his relationship with Ellen Ternan, a young actress, which began when Dickens was at the height of his fame. This relationship not only shocked Victorian society, but also left a lasting stain on the author's legacy. This story delves into the scandalous affair between Dickens and Ternan, exploring the impact it had on his life, his work, and his reputation. Charles John Huffam Dickens was born on February 7, 1812, in Portsmouth, England. From humble beginnings, Dickens rose to become one of the most celebrated writers of his time. His novels, often serialized in newspapers and magazines, captivated readers with their vivid characters, intricate plots, and biting social commentary. By the 1850s, Dickens was a literary superstar, enjoying immense popularity and wealth. He was also a devoted family man, married to Catherine Hogarth, with whom he had 10 children. Despite his success, Dickens's personal life was far from perfect. His marriage to Catherine had become strained, and the pressures of fame, family, and work took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. As he approached his 40s, Dickens found himself increasingly disillusioned with his domestic life. It was during this period of turmoil that he met Ellen "Nellie" Ternan. Ellen Ternan was born on March 3, 1839, into a family of actors. Her mother, Frances Ternan, was a well-known actress, and Ellen followed in her footsteps, making her stage debut at the age of 3. By the time she met Dickens in 1857, Ellen was an experienced actress, though not a star. She was 18 years old, beautiful, intelligent, and, most importantly, captivated by the attention of the famous author. The exact circumstances of their meeting remain somewhat unclear, but it is widely believed that Dickens first saw Ellen when she performed in a play called The Frozen Deep, written by his friend Wilkie Collins and co-produced by Dickens himself. Dickens was immediately taken with Ellen, and their relationship quickly developed into something far more than a simple friendship. As Dickens and Ellen grew closer, the nature of their relationship became increasingly scandalous. Victorian society had strict moral codes, and any hint of impropriety could ruin a person's reputation. Despite this, Dickens pursued Ellen with a passion that shocked those who knew him. He was 45 years old, married, and a father of 10. She was 18, unmarried, and from a different social class. The age difference alone was enough to raise eyebrows, but the fact that Dickens was already a married man made the relationship even more controversial. To protect his reputation and keep the affair secret, Dickens took great pains to conceal his relationship with Ellen. He bought her a house in Slough, a small town outside of London, where they could meet in private. He also arranged for her to travel with him under the guise of being a member of his theatrical troupe. Despite these efforts, rumors of the affair began to circulate, and the public started to take notice. In 1858, Dickens separated from his wife Catherine, citing irreconcilable differences. The separation was highly publicized, and Dickens took great care to portray himself as the wronged party. In a letter published in the Times, he accused Catherine of being mentally unstable and unfit to care for their children. This public attack on Catherine shocked many of Dickens's friends and associates who saw it as a cruel and unnecessary act. Catherine herself remained largely silent on the matter, though she retained custody of one of their children, their son Charlie. The scandal surrounding Dickens's separation from Catherine and his relationship with Ellen had a profound impact on his public image. While many of his fans remained loyal, others were shocked and disappointed by his behavior. The Victorian era was a time of strict social norms, and Dickens's actions were seen as a violation of those norms. The press, which had once lauded him as a champion of the poor and oppressed, now turned against him, publishing articles that criticized his treatment of Catherine and speculated about his relationship with Ellen. The scandal also had a lasting impact on Dickens's personal life. He became increasingly reclusive, distancing himself from many of his former friends and associates. His relationship with his children, particularly his daughters, also suffered, as they struggled to come to terms with the breakdown of their parents' marriage. Despite the public fallout, Dickens's relationship with Ellen continued for the rest of his life. Though they never married, it is believed that they lived together in secret, with Ellen acting as his companion and confidant. Some biographers have suggested that Ellen was the inspiration for several of Dickens's later female characters, including Estella in Great Expectations and Lucy Manette in A Tale of Two Cities. Charles Dickens died on June 9, 1870, at the age of 58. At the time of his death, he was still one of the most celebrated authors in the English-speaking world. However, the scandal surrounding his relationship with Ellen Ternan cast a shadow over his legacy. For many years, the details of their affair remained shrouded in mystery, with only a few close friends and family members knowing the full truth. It was not until the 1930s that the extent of Dickens's relationship with Ellen began to be uncovered. Biographers and scholars delved into Dickens's letters and other personal documents, revealing the depth of his feelings for Ellen and the lengths to which he went to keep their relationship a secret. The revelations sparked renewed interest in Dickens's personal life, with some arguing that his treatment of Catherine and his affair with Ellen tarnished his reputation as a moral and upstanding figure. Today, the affair between Charles Dickens and Ellen Ternan is seen as a complex and multifaceted aspect of the author's life. While it is clear that Dickens's behavior was far from exemplary, it is also true that his relationship with Ellen was a deeply emotional and significant part of his later years. Some scholars have even suggested that the affair had a positive impact on Dickens's writing, providing him with new insights into love, loss, and human relationships. The story of Charles Dickens and Ellen Ternan is a reminder that even the most celebrated figures are not immune to scandal and controversy. While Dickens's literary achievements continue to be celebrated, his personal life serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of fame, power, and the complexities of human relationships. Today, as we continue to read and appreciate Dickens's work, we must also acknowledge the flawed and deeply human man behind the words, a man whose greatest love was also his greatest scandal.